This week, the subject is slow down, how to lead a more relaxing life, one step at a time. If you're enjoying these vlogs, I would suggest you check out my blog. How you can find it, go to the About page on this YouTube channel, and you'll see my website. And on my website, there's a handy little button that is for the blog.
Hello again, this is Isaac. If I look a little worse for wear, last night was a hotel night, which means all sorts of food debauchery. I think I ate like a medium pizza and two double doubles from In and Out, which was absolutely wonderful, but yeah, it was like someone has set off a salt and fat bomb in my body. Anyway, today's subject is slowing down. I work in a campground and I am constantly having to tell people to slow down. They're just speeding. And more than the safety issues, more than the fact it raises dust and sends it flying into people's campgrounds, there is the effect it has on your life.
The thing is, I get it. I used to have a career, I had a mortgage, I lived in the city, I had all these debts. And, I was living this fast paced life in the city, and you're always hustling. You got to do the work of three people, and there's all these expectations, and you can't get a vacation. So I understand. I've been there.
The reality of the situation, though, is it's not healthy. It's toxic. And I couldn't see that until I left the stick and brick world and became some crazy, dirty hippie traveling around in a van. It's not healthy. And this life, it's gone before we know it. And it could be gone at any time. Is this life making you happy? This is where you kind of scowl at me and say, well, Isaac, I've got kids. I have people depending on me. Well, are you really there for them? If you're some miserable, stressed out person hustling to stay alive, well, who are you really here for? Maybe you're waiting until the kids graduate from high school in 5 years. Well, you can do a lot in 5 years. Did you see the last post I put up about about visualization? Write down what you imagine your life being like. Write down, how you live every day. Is it totally different than the way you're living now? In 5 years, you can change just about anything. And your life will be so much better. In the real world, we can't just get away and, run off into the woods for a week with all our obligations and everything. Let me tell you what I'd do. And this story takes me back 5 years ago when I had my career and mortgage, and I had this job, my career, and I had this terrible douchebag boss named Kyle. And every day I dreaded going into work. I just dreaded it. I'd be walking to work and just, rushing, like we're always rushing to work. And I just couldn't do it. I stopped in my tracks. I said, I can't face Kyle again with his, energy drink swilling and his cheesy ass smile. I can't do this. And I looked up and I saw this little bird. And I just started watching it for it was probably only a couple of minutes, but it calmed me down. This is what you need to do. Before the 5 years is up and you can make your master plan, just get out in nature. Give yourself 10 minutes. Look for that bird. Look for the way the roots from the tree push up the sidewalk. Look at the way the branches of the tree move. And, you will find this calmness. And this is the first step. This is the first step in leading a better life and slowing down.